Hello, welcome back to my channel, Open Heart Healing. My name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me today in this now moment for this card reading, whatever moment that is for you. Today we have the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. And the message I was getting from these cards today is kind of a weird, the first two cards are kind of giving me weird. It was kind of hard to figure out what exactly it was trying to say, because Spirit is pointing out that like we're going from the 6 to the 3. They're both wands. So this is like reducing in half. But then also this card, the 6 of Wands, only has one wand in the card, whereas the 3 of Wands has 3 wands in the card. So it was, the Spirit was highlighting the fact that it's being cut in half, but it's actually ending up with more. So the message they were giving me was, I'm going to say it this way, but you can kind of apply it in a broader, more general way, if that's how it resonates with you. But they were giving me the idea of how if you go through all of your belongings and you get rid of a bunch of them that you don't really need, you know, things that are just cluttering up your space, taking up space, that you can actually have a better quality of life by reducing the amount of stuff that you have. So that's just one example. You could apply that to like things beyond just physical possessions, but that's kind of what they were saying is, I know I personally experienced that this year. In the summer, I thought I was going to have to sell my house and downsize. And so I went through my house, almost my whole house. I didn't quite get to all the nooks and crannies, but I got a lot of the bulk of my house. I got rid of a bunch of stuff. Like I was getting rid of as many things as I could, as many things as I thought, you know, I wouldn't be able to keep and wouldn't have space to store or whatever. And what I found was that after I got rid of all that stuff, I actually really loved my house even more, because it felt so much better to not have all that clutter and all that stuff, and to reduce it down and have a more simple. I still have a ton of stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like my stuff, but you know, luckily it turned out I was able to keep my house for a while longer anyway. And so now I'm like loving my house. I've always loved my house and always very much appreciated and enjoyed this space and been so grateful to have it. But ever since I cleared it out like that, it's like, oh, I love it on a whole new level. I love it even more. It's even more amazing to me. It feels even better to be here than it did. So that, yeah, that's kind of the idea of the reducing to actually increase. And like I said, that could apply in different ways for different people. I don't know how that could apply, but maybe another thing that's coming to my mind is that I'm, a couple times a year I go through my Facebook friends list and I'll get rid of people who, you know, we never interact with each other's posts or whatever the case may be, or, you know, it's people I didn't even really know and they never even like my posts or anything, or I never see their posts or whatever. So I'm going to reduce the number of people who are my Facebook friends, and then that will actually make my Facebook page better for me. It'll energetically feel better, and it'll just improve it by reducing the excess, if that makes sense. So this card, the Nine of Pentacles, was definitely giving me the message today of blessings from the universe, because do you see how she's grabbing this pentacle here, and this bird, I don't know what kind of bird that is, but this bird is delivering that pentacle directly to her, and she's just plucking it out of the air like that. At least that's how I'm seeing it today. You know, the same card can say very different things to me on different days. But today that's what it's saying, is that she's got all these pentacles hanging all over, and they're down here. She's surrounded by pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a card. It usually indicates a lot of times a single woman, but it could be a single man as well. Just a single person who is abundant all on their own and fulfilled all on their own and content, that they don't require a partner or other people to make them happy, that they know how to create their own happiness. So yeah, she's got all the pentacles, she's got all the abundance, and she's happy. I don't know why I was telling about the traditional meaning of that card, because it's not really what's coming through today for this reading, but I just felt to say that, mention it. So I guess that's a side message for somebody out there, the actual meaning of that card. But yeah, today that's like the universe is just raining down blessings on her. And do you see her face is just, she just looks full of joy and, you know, just contentment at all of the blessings that she has. And she's grateful for all of the blessings that she has. And I was also getting that, like, this is the same woman. Actually, maybe all three of these are the same woman. It could be a man too. This doesn't have to be a woman. But, you know, obviously these cards, they have women. So this woman here, I'm just getting like she's going from this to this. Like this, she was in the spotlight somehow. She was giving a big performance. She was getting, you know, I don't know, a lot of praise and recognition for her work. Or, yeah, like maybe she was doing, maybe this is work related. I don't know. But something where she was being blessed and abundant. And here, though, she's walking away from this. She's walking away from this like lavish lifestyle. Like here, I was getting that she's dressed in designer clothes. She's wearing like Gucci and stuff or whatever. I don't even know about that. I've never been into that kind of stuff, but that's just what I was getting, is like here she was, you know, here she had money and she could spend it on fancy clothes and fancy things and jewelry and stuff. But that she's kind of like leaving that behind, like this is done now. Like she was blessed here, but now it's time to like start a new chapter. So she's going here. And you see here, she's just dressed in like a swimsuit or whatever. She doesn't have, you know, all the fancy stuff. And she's just kind of like living more simply and more in tune with nature maybe. And isolated. Like here she's surrounded by people who are giving her attention and praise or whatever. Applause. And here she's all by herself. But she's like but here she's also being blessed by the universe. Because she's being blessed with she doesn't have the stress that she had over here. Here she had a lot of juggling, a lot of balls in the air. I'm kidding. She had a lot going on. She had a lot to think about, a lot to keep track of, a lot, you know, to make this production a success, this performance successful. There was a lot of moving parts, right? Here she's like, oh, I can leave all that behind. I can just finally let my hair down. I can just be myself. I can just, yeah, I don't have to put on the makeup and all the fancy stuff, and I can just enjoy this adventure of surfing in the ocean here. So she's looking forward to this new chapter, this new adventure, this new phase of her life that is also blessed by the universe. And she feels just as abundant living this life as she did living this life. And it's just such a relief here. It's like she can just breathe and just relax now. And she doesn't have to work so hard. And she doesn't have to put on a show because she's all alone. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I thought there was something else, but no. No, I don't know exactly what it was. So, yeah, kind of I don't know. Sometimes, you know, these card readings, they come out and it's like a story. It's just like a little story start to finish, right? I like those ones the best. They're kind of fun when a story just comes out and... Oh, sorry. I bumped the tripod. When Spirit just tells me a little story. But this one was more of like, it had like different aspects to it. And it was a little more complicated and complex. A little more nuanced than that. So sometimes it's a little harder to get those messages out because I have to try to piece it together in my mind and deliver it in a coherent way that makes sense for the viewer. So hopefully those messages made sense. Yeah, I'm just getting that she's grateful for wherever she's at. She was grateful for this. She's going to be, now grateful for this. And the universe is blessing her in different ways at different times. And she's grateful for all of the blessings. So I guess that's maybe the advice here is remember to be grateful anytime the universe or God or whatever you want to think, however you want to think of it, blesses you with some kind of abundance or whatever. Just, be grateful. Show your gratitude. Maybe somebody wants to start a gratitude journal. I'm kidding. That's a good idea for me, I think. A gratitude journal maybe for this new year. Just to write every day what I'm grateful for. And to remember, I just saw 11:11 on the clock. Just to remember all of the blessings that we do have. Because sometimes, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative stuff and the negative thinking and the negative mindset. Focusing on the things that you lack, the things that you don't have. But it's always a good idea to just keep your attention on all the positives that you have, all of the blessings that you do have. So that's the message today. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.